Alright guys, so tonight I'm working on a scarf pattern. I'm gonna do the pattern tonight. Um, Pretty much all I'm doing is tracing them down with a red marker onto a wrapping paper. Christmas wrapping paper, by the way. And then I'll pin everything to my mannequin downstairs, or cut my pieces tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but sewing takes a lot of work. And it's always the prep before the actual sewing machine comes into play. So I'm about to trace all these down, and you guys will see kind of what I mean. Basically, I am a size medium, and this particular uh, pattern goes from extra small to medium. I'm a medium, so I'm gonna trace this wide outline ridge all the way around, and then anything that I see that's written on here, after I do my tracing, I'm going to go back and write it on the wrapping paper underneath. This is a great way that you don't ruin your patterns when you are pretty much making copies. Because now, if I was to cut that out all the way and damage it, I couldn't have it later. Or if I was extra small and someone in the future may want a medium, they won't be able to use it because I cut everything out. So you always want to trace it on wrapping paper is a really good way to do it. That way you can get that from like the dollar store. And it comes with the grid lines on it. So it just makes it easier. And then you can just fold this back up and put it back up into the patterning package. All right. And then you can reuse it whenever you need. Ooh, that's bleeding a lot. So I'm using an outline marker, but bad boy is bleeding. All right, so when I was no longer holding the camera and trying to one hand it, I could press down lightly and get a pretty good even line. And like I said, I put there's collar number 8 for C and D, and I cut 2. Those cut 2 fabric, but I believe that is because one side is supposed to be for your outer layer and then your inner layer. But I have 2 different fabrics I'm using. So that's down. I got about 5 more to do. All right, so this one is the front facing, um, and it's fabric cut 2 and interfacing cut 2. So unlike the other one that just said cut 2, this one actually tells you need to cut 2 fabric pieces and then 2 interfacing pieces. Like I said, I have 2 layers, so one will be this layer and one will be the other. And this apparently is a guide for the snaps. I'm not really using the snaps, so I probably didn't need to use this, but it's done. All right, so there are 2, once again, this is the back and cut 2. But I wanted you guys to see that there are 2 extensions. I want a shorter one. So on the original paper, you can go wider or shorter. And I want it shorter for both. All right, so this is the outer fabric. So we're going to cut this. Alright, so we have pinned these 2 pieces. Cut 2, now I remember why, because it's like a cloak, it's like a shawl, so it has to be with a fan out. So I folded it in half, cut my 2. I don't think I'm going to have enough fabric for the long band. We'll see. I know how to improvise if I don't. But yeah. About to have some fun times.